Hi everybody, this is my first time doing this. My name's Natasha, and I will just be doing a very basic makeup tutorial. If you're in college, your last year of high school, I'm sure you like to wear makeup. It can be a little, it can be a lot, it just depends on you. So I'm just going to do a basic everyday look that I wear because I'm in college, that I wear every day to class. I just like to wear makeup and it makes me feel happy. So I do like to wear college while I go to my lectures and yada yada yada. So what I'm going to do is start off by using the Revlon Photo Ready Prime Anti-Shine kind of like clear transparent balm. So what I do is I put it on before my foundation, and it kind of creates a not so oily look, because I live in Hawaii, so, and when I'm going to school and from lecture hall to lecture hall, it is quite hot. So I don't want to look shiny whenever I'm with my friends or going to the lecture hall. It's just like, they look greasy. So I like to put this on and it keeps my foundation very, primed and ready and anti-shine. And it is the summertime in Hawaii, so it is quite hot. So I'm going to go ahead and put some on right now. I'm sorry, this is my first video. It's not the best. So I just put some on. And I kind of just put I put it more on my T-zone area, since I do have a little bit of oil in my T-zone area. Really smooth and goes on real nice. If you don't wear a makeup primer, I suggest that you do. If you live in hot tropical climates as I highly suggest it, because before I never used to wear a primer and my makeup would kind of just like, yeah. So I wear a primer so it kind of looks nice and still presentable when I've had like a 5-hour day of at school, studying, and friends. That's done. So now I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. It is a really good foundation for a drugstore brand foundation. Some of you may not be like, I don't like drugstore foundations. I've never had a great result with it, but this is really, really good. It stays on very long, considering it's hot in Hawaii, and it just leaves me with a nice matte, poreless kind of, well, I don't want to use porcelain, but just a nice kind of pore-free look. And I'm not wearing any foundation right now or anything. I have a little bit of redness, but other than that, my skin's pretty normal and alright. So it does not have a pump. So I just pour some on my hand. And what I'm going to use is the Real Techniques buffing brush, foundation buffing brush that my mother bought at Walmart, and I like to use. I like the way I put my foundation on with it. It goes in real smooth, and then what I do at the end of buffing my foundation is I get a makeup sponge and kind of just mat it down to give it an extra press, make sure everything's well blended in. I will look away because my mirror's right here. So what I do is I kind of just mix it all up like this, and then I put my foundation on. And as you can see, and I don't need to wear foundation, sorry for that, my nose was itchy, but I like to wear foundation because it makes me feel good, and I like the effect foundation has on my skin. It just makes it look really flawless. And this would be like a medium coverage type of foundation. put it all over my skin. It may look like I'm rushing, but I'm not. I'm very rough, I guess. And it is quite hot. Okay, that's done. Now I'm going to get a blending sponge and just kind of blend it in, press it down. Because you don't want to look like, you know, when you blend your foundation in, you still have those harsh lines of not blending in your foundation, and people are like, oh, she's wearing foundation. You really want your makeup to just look natural and enhance your already natural beauty. You don't want to have the makeup wearing you. You want to be wearing the makeup. Okay, that is now blended. Now I will put on my concealer. Yes, I am looking away. So my other normal everyday concealer is not in there. So what I'm going to be using is the Claire de Pou concealer. I think the color is ochre. Ochre? Sorry, but you know, you can leave a correction in the comment box of how to properly pronounce it. So I do have a little bit of redness on my cheek, so I do want to put some over there. Used it to death. So I put some over there. And I put some over here, and I definitely put them under my eyes because I do have circles. So I kind of do like a little V and just put a lot on. Don't be afraid, if you do have circles, don't be afraid to pack on the concealer. It is necessary. Especially if you go to a lot of functions like I do, I work, I go with my friends. You don't want to look like you're tired and just, you know, dead. You want to look fresh and, you know, perfect. So now I just blend, and I don't blend super, super, super hard, because that will cause you to have wrinkles under your eyes. And I